What is going on, dudes, and welcome your face back to another video. So today we're going to be discussing the new water dungeons which just came out in the recent snapshot, as well as the new hostile mob which is currently called the Guardian, and then also there is another version of that which is a bigger version and it's called the Elder Guardian. Now, some things that I find pretty useful when fighting these Elder Guardians as well as Guardians is I'd like to bring milk because they do have an effect, and it's called mining fatigue, that they do put on you, and this will counteract that. As well as I do recommend bringing some night vision potions so you can see underwater really good. And then of course the new enchantment that you can put on only your boots, by the way, which is Depth Strider, and it actually helps you maneuver underwater quite rapidly and a lot more efficiently. Also, I would recommend having at least a diamond pickaxe. You don't have to, but if you do have an efficiency enchantment on it, it's obviously easier and you will mine a lot quicker, especially since you are underwater. And then of course, because you are underwater, the new effects of the sponge, which you can now use that to soak up water, and it actually soaks up around 7 blocks, I do believe. So if you have a couple of these, which you can also find in case you do not have any sponges in your inventory, there is a room in the actual dungeon to where you can find some sponges and mine those and all that kind of cool stuff. But of course they already are wet, so you'd have to put them in your furnace, in which they'll actually soak up the water again. Once you make your way to the dungeon, you'll find a number of new blocks that they have added, in which are prismarine, and then you also have prismarine bricks, and also dark prismarine, and then there is a new block which acts as if it's glowstone, but it has a really cool swirling circle effect to it, and that is called a sea lantern. So these are some pretty cool blocks and definitely can make some pretty awesome structures with them. Alright guys, so with that out of the way, now it's time to see how these new Depth Strider boots work, which is pretty awesome in the water. And as you can see, you move just a lot quicker. I'm almost as if I'm a little bit of a stride here, and it's pretty cool. So anyways, I'll meet you guys when we get to the dungeon. Alright guys, so we are back and we're right here next to the dungeon, close to the entrance here. And as you can see here, I also failed to mention that bringing a couple doors to set down so that you do have a block to 2 blocks right here worth of airspace is actually a pretty good idea, because on the way over here I actually drowned and lost my pickaxe with that enchantment on it, as well as my bow. But we're still going to take this thing on, guys, and let's give it a little try here. And I think I'm still in creative mode, so let's go back into survival and let's take these guys on here. So we need to go up just a little bit, and there's that attack. Oh no. And as you can see, it's pretty vicious. It's pretty vicious, guys. Let's get on in here, and what we're going to want to do is definitely figure out some ways of some water, and that's where the sponge comes in, guys. Bam. As you can see, now we have a little room to where we can get some air. We can regen hearts here, and if you have a couple blocks, you can obviously place them at the entrances and block yourself off a little bit and shield yourself from these guardians while you do replenish health. Alright, so we still got a couple sponges left. We're gonna make our way over here. Let's see if we can't kill one of these guys. And there we go. And they give you quite a bit of XP, as you can see. And let's go ahead and place down another sponge, and we'll make us a little bit of an air pocket here where we can breathe again. And as you can see, you get these shards, and the prismarine shards are what makes up, oh no, and as you can see, there was the Elder Guardian, and he gives you a fatigue. It's a mining fatigue for 5 minutes actually, and that's pretty much so you have quite a bit of trouble mining all these different blocks and stuff like that, which even with the diamond pickaxe, they tend to take quite a bit of time. And then of course, guys, in the middle here, as you can see, this is where all the goodies are at. You're gonna want to place down a couple sponges here. Oh no, get out of my way, dude. And you get yourself a little air pocket, and then you can start mining this stuff. But like I said, when you do get attacked by the Elder Guardian's mining fatigue, that's where your milk comes in, and it's really handy. Get out of here, dude. It's really handy so that you can mine again and get all this good stuff. And in the center of these things, guys, is gold. As you can see, we have gold blocks. Oh no, we just got attacked again, see? And we'll just use our milk, and then we can go back to mining. So as much milk as you could possibly bring is probably not a bad idea. As you can see, we got 8 gold blocks there, which in return can be turned into quite a bit of ingots of gold as well. And then you do have all these different new blocks which you can mine, and obviously acquire. Alright guys, so I am back into creative mode. I just want to show you guys real quick, for those that haven't already acquired sponges, they're pretty easy to acquire in these dungeons. Right here where your entrance is, and you found your middle part here where all the gold is, what you're going to do is come down here, and then you just want to go, and this is a wall right here as well, just break those 2 blocks, come over this way, and your sponges are right here. Like I said though, they are wet sponges already, which means they already have water in them. What you're going to want to do to turn these back into regular sponges so that they do soak up water is just put them in the furnace and smelt them. And last but not least guys, I want to talk to you about the Elder Guardian, which is about twice the size of a normal Guardian, and upon killing it, it does drop a sponge as well as some fish, and I've only seen 2 of these in a single given dungeon. I don't know if any more spawn out or if you kill those 2 and there just isn't any more of them, but they spawn out around the outskirt walls of the actual dungeon, and like I said, I've only seen 2 of them. Let me know in the comments section if more do spawn out, or maybe I just couldn't find any. But as far as their attack, I didn't find it to be that much more damage than the normal Guardian, but like I said, they are bigger and they do have probably twice as many hearts as a normal Guardian does. Anyways though guys, that is pretty much it for the Guardians as well as normal Guardians, and of course the new water dungeon. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please do smash that like button, that'd be absolutely awesome, and subscribe if you are new so you don't miss things like this in the future. But other than that, I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see your face in the next video. Peace out guys.